Hi, let's do the astrology for Valentine's Day. Why not? We need 2 weeks to prepare for it, don't we? So let's look at the pitfalls and the things that we can use to our advantage, the goods and the bads, so we are well briefed and fully prepared for that romantic day. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to share the chart. Now I've just cast the chart right now and haven't even looked at it. So so this is you're getting this fresh off the press. This is how I do a reading. Okay, share. There we go. Right. So we've got to go to the sun first of all. Now, there's something I need to tell you here. Actually, I'll stop sharing just for this because I think it's funny. I have often said whoever decided that Valentine's Day should be in February was obviously joking because the sun is in Aquarius. And as Linda Goodman said all those years ago, Aquarians are the zodiac sign, the sun sign, that are least likely to get married. The Aquarian is full of head stuff, right? Very interested in the future, very interested in their mates down the pub or at the football match. If it's a female, then well, it might still be mates in a football match. But females tend to be a little more nesty. And so they will spend their time, for instance, devoted to the pristine lines and the perfect interior of their homes whilst the males tend to be the ones that go out and find their mates in the pub. Okay, so they're not really lovey-dovey. They're not really the sort to lie on a bearskin rug, peeling grapes and popping them into the mouth of the beloved. Not quite their way. Um, Aquarians are fabulous friends, and they will always be your friend even when, if the relationship ends, they will still want to be your friend, which can be quite insulting to the partner who is still dewy-eyed and in love but can't get a response off the Aquarian. Anyway, so why do we have Valentine's Day? I've always tried to find this out. It came from a Christian tradition, and I actually think that the person that suggested it was actually trying to brighten up February in the Northern Hemisphere. It's drab, it's dull, and it's cold. And to huddle in with the loved one and have a go with the grapes and the fire, that it's something to do with the middle of February, isn't it? So there we go. I think that's why. Anyway, I'm going to go back to it now. So here we are. We're fully briefed on this much. It's not the best position for the sun to be in. We could have gone for a water sign, Scorpio. That would have been amazing, all that sex. But no, 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 no. We're stuck with Aquarius. Okay. Well, what I usually do then, I quickly flip down or flip to the moon because the moon is never in the same zodiac sign on February the 14th. It's got a selection to choose from, and it's only probably once every um 12 years that it's in the same zodiac sign because it could be in one of the others every every February the 14th. Can't get my words out. Oh, we're in luck. It's in Virgo. It's not that Virgo is a sign that doesn't like being in a relationship. Virgo does. It's an earth sign after all. It likes the earthly things, it likes the earthly pleasures. But Virgo can be a little bit pedantic, critical, perhaps. I mean, not that a Virgo would admit that. As far as the Virgo is concerned, they're trying to be helpful. Ah, okay. Well, how to make the best of what we've got so far? So we've got the Sun in Aquarius. So definitely, if we're at home, we need to have the place clean and shipshape. Okay, because Aquarius likes these clean straight lines, no clutter. Okay. And let's bear in mind that we're in a mate and friendship kind of energy. Okay, well, yeah, we can have a bit of a giggle, can't we, girls? Yes, certainly. All right. And now let's throw in the moon, always a representative of the yin, the feminine, what's going on in the under part of our lives. What's going on inside? What's closing around us? Virgo. Okay. I think then to make the best of this, we've got to cook a pretty impressive meal, or you're going to have to get it in. You're just going to have to. We've got supermarkets over in the UK that specialize in Valentine meals where you get the main course and you get a side and you get the bottle of bubbly and a sweet for a certain price for Valentine's Day. And yeah, I'd do that. What I wouldn't try to do if you're not, the greatest chef, is I wouldn't try to do something original and special, because with this sort of critical energy around, either you or your partner is going to think, I've had better. So let's make it guaranteed, right? Let's get one of the supermarket full things all done for you in, or get it delivered. Get a restaurant to deliver it. Mind you, you'll be lucky if you can find one that is available to do that in the UK. Of course, everybody's had the same thought, but I don't know, pre-order it. Okay, so let's get that out of the way, right? Now, what's happening in Scorpio? This is always the sign I go to for Valentine's Day. Come on, we all want a bit of passion. We all want a bit of lust. Okay, well, we have a planet in Scorpio. This is good. Here we are. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We've got Juno, just 29 degrees. With a dying breath still in Scorpio. Dying breath, that's not a pun, never mind. And yeah, I mean, Juno will certainly give us passion and lust and the feeling that we want on Valentine's Day. But there's another problem here. So we've got Vesta in there as well. Vesta and Juno make up a double act. So Juno is all about relating and relationship, and Vesta is the anti-Juno. So Vesta is all about the focus on self, how to be very much focused on one's own resources, and to produce the kind of thoughts where you're thinking, yeah, I want to improve myself. I want to continue my spiritual journey. I want to focus on my innermost needs. So you can get where I'm going, can't you? A brilliant time for being on your own, and there's a positive. If you are on your own for Valentine's Day, focus on your deep self. Give yourself a Valentine's evening, because with um, uh, Vesta in Scorpio, we get a chance for a very deep sense of meditation, a very deep sense of the Kundalini, for instance. So, well worth concentrating on. Okay, we still have the Grand Trine in water just about there. So we've got Juno at 29 degrees. I think she's been waiting for this. We've got Neptune at 28. Now, there's a good thing. And the reason I'm saying that is because Neptune gives a pining and a yearning and a longing to romantic things. Or it can go the other side. All the planets can be flipped over and you get the underside. Or it can be a disaster, a shambles. It can be somebody got lost. So the bus didn't get to the station, this sort of thing. And there can be a sense of, oh my God, it's all being washed out. My sandcastles are being washed out by the waves on the beach. Uh-oh. These two are made up into a grand trine, very wide. We're looking at 12 degrees. However, Mars gives the impetus in water for a rush of affection, a rush of adrenaline, a rush of testosterone. So I'm just going to stop the share, for instance. I'm sharing too much. So I'm going to go with that and I'm going to say, right, okay, you've got the last dregs of this Grand Trine in water, but that doesn't mean to say that you can't focus on it and use it. Remember what I'm always saying? Bend the energy. Your minds are so strong. They can do this, okay? So really focus and concentrate on it and think, I'm going to magic up and create magic, good word, a magically erotic and totally sensual evening. Oh, yes, this could happen. Right, okay. And then Virgo gets caught up in it, still wants to have everything in the perfect place, still wants to have everything just as it should be. But as long as everybody is gentle about just allowing shy Virgo to gently come out of the shell, then that's okay. We're all right. We're heading in the right direction, I think. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to have another look at this chart and see what else we've got here. Oh dear. Right. So, you hate it when I say oh dear, don't you? I'll say it nicely. Oh dear. Anyway, the sun, okay, 25 degrees of Aquarius, is next to Ceres, 26 degrees of Aquarius. Right. Ceres is all about parent-child separation. So there is something, a potential here, just a potential for either parents or children to get in the way, to not allow the romantic couple to be on their own somehow. We've also got here Mercury at 29 degrees of Aquarius. So be careful what you write on the Valentine's card. And also, if you get a Valentine's card which says, hiya, mate, have a spiffing time, sure hope we such and such and such and such, bye, babes, right, not exactly romantic, then remember to put it down to Mercury in Aquarius, okay? So you go, okay, that was a bit, wasn't very romantic, was it? Wasn't very loving. It's kind of like cut off. But mate, friendship, it's all big deal with these three in Aquarius. So, okay, we'll just have to put up with that, won't we? Now, Mercury is actually making an exact square to Juno. It has just passed, actually, but it's still within 1 degree of orb. It is quite likely that there will be something that the beloved says on this day which doesn't chime with the romantic feeling. Get over it, accept it now, blame the stars, so that on the night when it happens, or on the day when it happens, you can go, oh yeah, it's okay. It's not my dear beloved John or Fred, it's Mercury making him behave like that. And then you won't be in for a shock, and then you'll be cool about it. You'll be, that's all right, I'm fine with this, that's all right. Okay, right. Have we got anything? Yeah, well, Uranus is in there as well. Oh, no, not a great omen, not a great omen. I think when you've got this sort of sky, the best thing you can do is go for something surprising. Make it invigorating. Make it like, wow, my goodness, this is such a surprise. What a shock. And then you're tapping into that energy, that Uranus energy, and giving it some place to ground. You're giving it a place to be, because the last thing you want is Uranian energy just flitting around in the atmosphere, not having a channel, not having a lightning rod to Earth, and then earthing through the beloved or yourself. So, for instance, the beloved or yourself, well, so it'll be the beloved. So maybe the beloved goes, oh, great, there's a really fantastic football match on tonight. Can't wait to see it. Now, that's not going to go down well if you don't know that Mercury is in Aquarius. But if you do, then you can carry on with the seduction and say, I know why you're saying that, but look what I've got prepared for you. So what you're trying to do then is kind of deal with it in the Juno in Scorpio way, and persuading Mercury to succumb to those pleasures. Okay, I've probably spoken enough there, haven't I? Is there anything else that just really sticks out at me and I think, oh no, you really got to look out for this? Venus itself, 6 degrees of Aries. This is good. I'm impressed with that one, because although Aries is very self-centered and can go for something in a very kind of fiery and unstoppable way, at least Venus is going to be ready, up and ready to go, championing causes, rushing headlong into whatever. At least it's energy. It's trying to roll forward. So, so the Earth symbol, which tells us about the attraction and the earthy pleasures that we get from life, is in a sign which gives it impetus and action and lots of heat. That's not too bad, is it? Either. That's good. Anyway, I hope that was useful, and I think it's a bit of fun. And I'm going to see you on Monday, and I'm going to say that, bye bye. Now let me just find this right. I think typical me. I'm going to say bye properly. Bye.